Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to show you why I love the Hamilton Beach two-way brewer. So this coffee maker lets you brew a full 12-cup pot of coffee on the right-hand side, and you can also brew a single serve into a travel mug or a coffee mug. So first off, this is not compatible with K-Cups. You cannot use a K-Cup in this machine. On the single serve side here, this is a reservoir where you're going to put the water. It holds up to 14 ounces on this side. And then here's where you're going to put the ground coffee. So this holds about 3 tablespoons. It's got a minimum and a maximum, and the maximum is right at 3 tablespoons. So a travel mug that's about 7 1/4 will fit on this side, but you can take this little drip tray out and it will go a little bit deeper, almost to 9 inches. Over here on the right hand side, this is how we're going to brew a carafe. It's got a basket style, so you got to put a 8 to 12 cup basket style filter in like this, and you're going to put your coffee right here. And then back here, this is where you pour the water. You're going to pour the water and it'll brew. How much ever water you put in here is what it's going to brew every time you press the brew button. So if you only want to do a 6-cup carafe, just fill it up to the 6-cup mark and it'll brew whatever's in here. If you want the full 12s, you got to fill it up to the 12. So the control panel is very easy to operate. It's got this button here for single serve side, or if you're going to do a carafe, you throw it over to this side. That's the brew now button. You just press that and it'll start the brew. You can do a bold brew, and you can also program the coffee maker to start automatically in the morning, and it's got an easy to set clock. Now the carafe also has got like a hinged lid, and it also has a warming plate that's going to keep your coffee warm. And the coffee maker will shut off automatically after 2 hours. It'll turn the warming plate off after 2 hours. Okay, so I'm first going to brew into a travel mug on the left-hand side, and then I'm going to do a 6-cup carafe on the right-hand side. So simply, you're just going to slide this out again, and here's the filter. You can use this as a scoop to scoop your coffee out of the coffee. I'm going to put 3 tablespoons in here. 1. Okay, so I've got 3 tablespoons in there, so just don't go above that max line. There's like a little ledge. That's your max ledge. So when it's nice and level, don't go above that. Then you simply put it into here. And then this simply slides into the machine right there. Okay, so this machine does not come with a travel mug, but you're going to take your travel mug, fill it up with water, then you're going to pour it into this water reservoir. There is a max line. That's 14 ounces. I like to just put in right around 12 ounces. You're going to put your travel mug in, close this, slide this selector over, and then press the brew now button, and that blue light comes on. It's not a very loud coffee maker, and it starts brewing right away. Okay, so the coffee coming out of the bottom of there is right around 170, 180, 182. And we can see it's coming out of the bottom of there, going into your travel mug. Now you can also just put a coffee mug here and brew into a coffee mug, and you could just brew, if you just put 8 ounces of water in here, you could just do an 8-ounce coffee cup. Whatever amount of water that you put in this little reservoir here is what it's going to brew each time. Okay, so that took about 4 minutes to brew on the single serve side. Let's see how hot that coffee is in the travel mug. So it's pretty hot, about 171, 172. That's a really hot cup of coffee, and it tastes really good on the single serve side. The brewer shuts off automatically on the single serve side. As soon as it's done with the single serve side, it shuts the brewer off. Now over here we can see how here's how the coffee grounds did. It's very easy to clean up. You can just take this over to your trash can and dump that out, or recycle your coffee grounds. And both these parts are dishwasher safe. Okay, so now let's brew on the carafe side. Again, we got this filter basket. Make sure your filter basket's in. You do have to add a paper filter. And again, this takes 1 tablespoon of coffee. You're just going to use ground coffee at a medium grind. You're going to put it right there. 1 tablespoon per cup you're going to brew. I'm going to brew 6 cups, so I'm going to put 6 tablespoons. Okay, I've got my coffee in the filter. We can close this lid. Now we've got to add the water back here. So the easiest way to fill this up is just to fill your carafe up to how much ever you want to put in. It's got a nice big opening to pour the water in the back. The carafe pours really nice. And you're going to put the carafe back. And we can see that the window shows us I'm right at the 6-cup mark. Okay, so I got my coffee and my water in. Now I can slide the lever over Again, I could do a bold brew if I wanted to. Let's go ahead and do a bold brew, and you just press the brew now button and the blue light comes on. So this is a standard coffee maker. It takes about a minute per cup you're gonna brew. So if this was not a bold brew, it would take about 6 minutes. But since it's a bold brew, it's probably gonna take about 8 minutes. It takes just a little bit longer when you do a bold brew. It kind of pauses the brewing a little bit. Okay, so the water up top being brewed is around 175 to 185. We can just sneak a peek. Be careful, this is hot, but we can see that it's brewing really good. Okay, so the machine does not beep at you when it's done, but the blue light stays on to let you know that the warming plate is still on. So let's see how the craft pours. Pours really nice. Okay, so we end up with about a 162 cup of coffee. Cleanup is very simple. Let's open this up. There's how it brewed the coffee grounds. When this cools off, you can just grab it by this, take this over to the trash can or recycling. If you're done with the coffee maker, you come up here and just shut it off, but it will shut off after 2 hours automatically. Here's the cup of coffee. Like I said, I've been drinking it out of here. It brews a really nice cup of coffee. I do like that bold brew. I do think the coffee tastes a little stronger. This is just a very versatile, very nice looking coffee maker. Thanks everybody for watching.